Hi again. So the purpose of this video is to show the IntelliJ IDEA Android development integration with the Android SDK plugin for SBT. So the prerequisite is to have run gen IDEA, and now we can open the corresponding project. So we'll continue looking at our shapes skeleton for the project, for project 2A. And again, the first thing you should do is double check your project structure, and you go to modules, and it already lists the error down here. So the Android manifest of this project says API 17, but we don't have it installed, so we need to pick one that we have installed, so probably 18 or 19. So pick that. Now the error goes away. We hit OK, and now we go into project view, and if we open the external libraries, it should actually say Android API right here at the top. If it doesn't say that, then you need to pick a valid Android API SDK in the project structure. Okay. Now, the two steps we need to set up on a per project basis are these run configurations. So this is documented in the PFN Android SDK documentation. So we'll go here, and there's this advanced section, and the first item here. So we're already set up in terms of the plugins, and we're also assuming that you did install the SBT plugin in addition to the Scala plugin. And the step we need to perform now is to set these run tasks in the run configuration. So doing that one more time, run, edit configurations, and we'll expand here and we'll change the one for Android application. So down here, instead of make, which is the internal build function, we'll say plus and then pick SBT, remove this option, and then say Android package. Now we'll do something similar for Scala test, which is what we're using. And here we'll remove the make and we'll add SBT, and now we'll leave the test products. Okay, let's okay those things, and now we should be able to run the tests properly from within the IDE. So let's try the bounding box test. Okay, so we'll right click on that, run bounding box test, and keep our fingers crossed. So here it starts up. And let's expand this a little bit to verify that the tests actually ran. And in fact, we can see here on the left that this corresponds to what we saw when we ran it on the command line. So we were able to run these tests successfully from within the IDE. And it's integrated, so if we want to rerun the tests, we can just hit the arrow up here in the top right corner. So let's try that. And it reruns it right away. It takes time to start up initially, but I think it somehow keeps these tools in memory or running, so that it interfaces with them every time it wants to start them up. It wants to resubmit a test execution. So this is a nice integration, and then this should also work, let's see, for other tests, or you could run an entire suite by going here and then say run Scala tests in Android test. So let's try that. And it runs all of them, although there were some issues here for the draw behavior here. And in fact, this also shows that the tests ran successfully, but it shows these yellow exclamation marks instead, because that's how it comes out when you use Mockito with Scala test. Okay, so this is good. Let's try to run the actual app. And we'll navigate to the main activity and then right-click that and say run. Let's see what happens. So it saw that little pop-up where it said waiting for device. And in fact, it's connecting straight to the device. And we see the log cat right here in the IDE. So we don't need to do that on the command line. And let's see if it actually did this. We'll move to the emulator and it's running right here. So this also worked. So to recap, the Gen IDEA plugin, this latest 1.7.0 snapshot, supports this integration in conjunction with the Android SDK plugin, also the latest version 1.3.5. And the key steps are just to edit these run configurations here in such a way that instead of the internal make tool, it actually interfaces with SBT and runs those specific SBT tasks that are also listed in our notes. And then it runs those, and prior to actually invoking the test or the test suite or running the actual application in the emulator. So to appreciate the much shorter edit, build, run cycle, we can try to make a little change here. So we'll change this complex group to a simple circle, and we'll rerun the app. So we can just press the green arrow here in the top right corner. And we'll switch here, and here's the circle. So this should be a considerable time saver, and I highly recommend it. This is definitely what I'm going to do from now on to do my Scala-based Android app development. And I hope this works out for you as well. So in some cases, if you run into problems or so, you might just want to do an SBT clean on the command line. So that might be helpful in some situations. Anyway, stay tuned. I'll be in touch soon with some more material, in this case on Project 2. Okay, bye-bye.